Geek Dad Life presents Toy Geeks, a live toy talk show. Today we're going to talk about Mattel teasing a possible 2000X style version of Masters of the Universe Origins. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Toy Geeks. My name is Jay, and with me, as always, on this journey of toy geekery, even at lunchtime, is my good friend John. John, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am doing well. My work life is insane. But besides that, I can't complain. Have my health. Here talking toys, especially MOTU Teases. Which is always one of my most favorite things. Also, picked up some toys from Cro-Mag today, some vintage toys. I've had a hankering for some vintage, so I
got to scratch that itch.
I got to scratch the itch. I don't know if it was the most cost-effective itch scratching, but I did it anyway. We'll share that on the normal Toy Geeks on Sunday. But anywho, in a good mood for a Friday. Hopefully, everybody's feeling well as well. Because it's Friday, everybody. We made it. Whether you're on the East Coast where it's noontime, if you're in the UK, it's already your day's over. You're already into the weekend. And to our friends on the West Coast, your day's just starting. But still excited to be here with you all. Let's say hello to the chat. We got Shiny Plastic People, Island Media, Adam Smedberg. Love this call out by Smedberg because, yeah, I don't think it's just Origins. Probably Masterverse as well. We'll talk about it when we look at this teaser image. Nick Dillinger, Retro Action, J Mac is here, Throwback Turtle, Rick Baker, Dot88, Jason Nedged, Ghost Poppers, Geek Dad Life is here. Oh my gosh, Jason 976, KMD Baby. We also got Lifelong Toy Collector Trademark. I guess they went for that trademark. You were mentioning that before we went on, John. So happy for them to get the trademark for that. Tom is here. VCG Cosplay. Ryan Dole. If I haven't done Retro Action yet, maybe I did. But if not, Retro Action again. Brandon 3G, as well as SXHBK, Andrew McDonald, NWA Nerds with Attitude. Okay, just making sure. Matt Broom Gaming, Nick's Colorful, Toy Show, Toy Connection, Shane Oid, Scott Baker is in the house. Ariel TMNT is here. One of the most impressive toy collections of all time.
Yes. Have you been looking at those undercover turtles he's been putting up? Good Lord.
I met him at PowerCon. That's the gentleman that bought the Megator and Titus. Really, really nice guy. Amazing collection. I'll have to get him on the show at some point in time. Sean Merkel, Porter Geekin is here. Jeremy, Mecha Manblade, Soundwave, Toy Stalker, Shannon, Scott D. Let's go. I agree, Retro Action. Okay. So we couldn't wait till Sunday because this dropped, I assume, last night or like maybe middle of the night. I was asleep already. That's all I know. I know you for sure were probably already asleep, John.
Yes. Well into the snooze.
But I think like Twitter and all these things, like they know what you like. And I think I woke up to like a notification from Pixel Dan on Twitter with this tweet: coming to your collection. Pixel Dan tweeted, the folks over at Mattel Masters just sent me this teaser image to share for new figures that will be revealed next week. Can you make any of these out? That was a lot like the 2000X Power Sword there in the front. So let me actually share a higher res image of just that. Let me actually open that up real quick. Where are you at? There it is. Okay, because I think we could probably discern what might get revealed next week, and we'll theorize, conjecture. Maybe we'll get even more. Who knows? Because really, it's been a lot of love for a lot of other toy lines during this toy fair period.
Yeah.
But Mattel hasn't really kind of laid down the MOTU hammer. I think we've been waiting for this, and I feel like this is them calling their shot here that it's coming soon. What's your thoughts on that, John?
I definitely am. I'm surprised it took them this long, I guess, for him to show something. But I'm glad they finally have. And is this Mattel's? I can't remember. Is this Mattel's first like official tease, like press release tease, where something isn't leaked first? And
yeah,
they just kind of put out. I mean, we're just seeing the silhouettes. This is like a new strategy for them.
Hey, listen, at least it's something, because you're right. Like there is no, they're not really doing they don't really do press or anything, or even their own social media the way like Hasbro and some of the others have done. Most of it is, to your point, leaks, and then we'll talk about the leaks on this show. But this is the first time they're almost like kind of handling their own leaks, so to speak. That rhymes. But it's the silhouettes very clearly show, and to my eyes, some Origins figures and some Masterverse figures. I think the thing that gave away Masterverse for me was the karate chop hand right here.
Yes.
But you know, I figured yeah, exactly. Let's let's get John to guess the weapons and figure out who everyone. Very good point. Hearing Beastman, Sunman, 2000X He-Man, original Teela, and so let's go through these. Let's see who we got. First, let's just go in order from left to right. This is definitely Beastman, and actually, you know, in anticipation of the stream, I went into my garage and I got out all my 2000X He-Man figures that I have. And I do have a Beastman. He's incomplete, but here he is. And I think that Beastman is a Masterverse CGI Beastman, just by the look of him. John, what do you think?
Oh, I hadn't even thought of that.
Because just look at that.
I thought of just maybe a Masterverse. What is that new series called? The Eternia?
New Eternia.
New Eternia.
Yeah, New Eternia.
I think it's a New Eternia Beastman.
The reason I thought the CGI He-Man Beastman is just because the way that little horn is coming off is almost, I feel like it's almost exactly the same as the regular toy version of it. And then the extra horns coming off the arm, it reminds me of that as well. That's what kind of made me think that.
It could be. I'm looking at the CGI Beastman right now.
Yeah.
And it could be his ear.
Oh yeah, okay. It kind of looks like that more than because if you look at here, I have, let me stop share and make it bigger here. So here he is. There's no gauntlet that kind of has horns coming off it like that on the 2000X Beastman. So to me, that would have to be the CGI one, yeah, or it could just be another one.
Yeah. And it looks like he has a really like the protruding sort of ankle guard.
Yep.
Or like the kneecap, where the CGI one, he's got like an ankle wrap, but it doesn't stick out that far.
Okay.
That's why I think this is going to be like a mashup, like some sort of New Eternia. Could be mixed CGI 2000X and Masterverse, because we have a not Masterverse, Revelation. We have that Revelation Beastman, but it's like that new armorless.
Yep.
So maybe they're just going to use some of the buck from that Revelation Beastman.
True. That's true. Jason says, if you ever think of this as Mossman, it could be, but Mossman doesn't really have a lot of armor and stuff, and this seems to have armor. That'd be my only counter to that, but I like Crazy John T here. Compare it to any original concept art. You know, maybe it's like much like the New Eternia, He-Man, and Skeletor. And we need to have Nate Barch back on, because the artwork for those boxes,
it's unreal. Yes,
it's fantastic. But maybe to your point, John, maybe it is the New Eternia Beastman. It's like a Mark Taylor-esque design.
And we could be completely wrong.
Yeah,
this could be a totally different character altogether, because we're just sort of looking at that haunched, sort of upper body, and this could be something completely different. It could be, I don't know. I'm trying to think who they haven't done in anything outside of classics. And that's why, like, that little stem sort of thing that's coming off of his back.
Yeah.
Like, maybe this is Evil Seed. Maybe that's like, a sort of like because it looks like a branch or something like that. Not so much like a spike or a piece of armor. It looks just like something kind of sticking out like a branch. That's why
Yep.
Mossman makes sense.
Yep.
But
Yep.
the other one, plant-based, Evil Seed, could be.
Yeah. I think we'd all prefer Mossman to Evil Seed, though, right? In this line,
I like Evil. I like the 2000X Evil Seed. The
True.
Filmation Evil Seed, I'm all set with. I don't like that garlic bulbous head on him.
TNT says, yeah, no accessories to kind of compare it to in this picture. But that's where it's like the arm that's not shown is maybe what the whip would hold, like, the one that would be holding the whip, maybe. Yeah. Some people are agreeing with you on the Evil Seed. That'd be a deep cut. That'd be a very Super 7 move in this toy line.
Yes.
But
minus Super 7 in this toy line. It could be anybody at this point. I think that's the only figure in that lineup that really could be anybody.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go to this next one here. I think this one has been spoiled from just in terms of like listings. But it's very obviously Sunman or a Masterverse Sunman, right? Because the accessory almost gives it away. At first, I thought, just quick glance, I thought Stratos, but no, this is Sunman.
Yeah, that's dead on Sunman. Luckily, he has wings on his back rather than around his neck.
Yes,
that's like the thing that doesn't make any sense to me.
No. But it works in that charm of like 80s toys where it doesn't have to make sense,
right?
Like it's part of the charm. But in an adult collector figure where it maybe has to seem more realistic, it would have to have that, right?
Yeah, and I think it's going to look great when it's shown.
I'm pumped for that. I'm fully. But agree. The weapon here, this one gives it away. So definitely Sunman, but it's not Origins. It's clearly the Masterverse. This is a upscale collector version of the figure.
Yep.
Black Phoenix says, hopefully it's better than the googly-eyed Sunman figure. I haven't gotten one in hand yet. I know some people critiqued the eyes of that figure. Some people are swapping out, I believe, Clamp Champ heads on that, but I haven't even yet to know myself. And yes, Ariel, like again, follow him on Instagram. Insane collection. Absolutely. Yes. Kind of like everyone's like dream scenario of like, all right, this next one, very obvious, the 2000X He-Man sword, the hair of the He-Man, very clearly 2000X, but it is very clearly a MOTU Origins body. John, thoughts here on this? I think to this point, right, every Origins figure has been based off of a 80s inspired or directly from an 80s toy from the Masters of the Universe realm, right? Have we gotten any other type?
Well, Goddess.
True, but that's from the mini comics.
It's from the mini comics, but only previously had a classics figure.
You're right.
But yeah, I think that this is the first one derived from post 80s mythology, I guess. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of surprised they showed He-Man, because we already know that they're doing a 2000X Skeletor, right?
Yeah.
Because we had guessed, and I guessed that's going to be Disco Skeletor, which fingers crossed still.
No, I agree. And I would love a snake armor He-Man in Origins.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I've owned the vintage, or the, I guess it is vintage now, but I've owned the original snake armor He-Man figure. I mean, the 2000X He-Man figures are great sculpted figures, but they're not great articulated figures.
No.
So here's the vintage. Is this vintage? Do we call this vintage? It doesn't feel vintage.
I feel like it is now.
Right.
I mean, it's 20. What, he is 20 years old.
Yeah, 20. Is this 2002, 2001, 2002?
Yep, 2002. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So yeah, 20 years old. Gosh, wow. When did that happen?
they are great figures, but yeah, if they added articulation, and it's not like 2002 was a time where there was figures that lacked that much.
Yeah.
You know, we were 2002 was what Spider-Man Classics from Toy Biz, pre-Marvel or
Yep.
Marvel Legends style. So
Yep.
it's a shame that they didn't go all in on these figures.
Well, it's kind of like, this was early Four Horsemen stuff, right? And they came over from McFarlane, right? Weren't they McFarlane originally? So,
Those
go ahead.
the 2000X figures.
Yeah, were these Four Horsemen?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hadn't they just got like branched off from McFarlane by that point in 2002?
I think they left in like 2000.
Okay. So, but it kind of like, just from a historical perspective, it makes sense that their focus would have been, really awesome sculpting, but maybe really Legends was just getting going at that point, or Spider-Man Classics.
Yep.
Which was a game changer. But it would make sense that it would take years for that to kind of catch up, because even the Mattel Batman stuff had this same kind of approach to the articulation, like the ball joints on the arms, and kind of, I don't know, the articulation of the legs stinks. But the sculpting's amazing. So getting it in origin scale would be really cool. But to me, the sword is a dead giveaway, and the shorter hair. But do you think we'll get this absurd and obscene axe to go along with it? It's not there in the picture, but
I hope so, because it's also like a techno axe. It's got like wires and stuff on the
it's cool.
Around the blade.
Yeah.
I do hope we get that. I want like a fully dressed out 2000X He-Man. I want that oversized shield too.
Yep. It needs the original harness look. I need that little Scottish little bag thing on the loincloth. I want it all. Okay. But yeah, I saw some people say maybe a movie style He-Man, and maybe, but again, it's just the sword. The sword is such a giveaway.
Yeah. And I can see that head profile being as a movie style He-Man, because it almost looks a little bit like the laser power He-Man sort of silhouette. Where the hair on the 2000X He-Man it's very like geometric almost.
Yeah. It's kind of blocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'll show up here. Yeah, it's kind of choppy and blocky.
Yeah.
But they could, it could be that Origins interpretation of it or whatever. But still, to me, I'd be surprised if it wasn't a 2000X He-Man.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if this was anything else than 2000X.
Gonna go some call outs here in the chat. Jay says Four Horsemen wanted more articulation, but it was scaled back for retail. So there was a Mattel decision there. But again, I get it, because really, what was Spider-Man Classics 2001 or 2002?
I think it started in 2001.
Okay. So really, and then Legends was 02?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So it's so early. Like, that's like them coming out with it, and other toy lines didn't catch up to that for how long, really? Like
it took a while, because even like the Batman line that came out pre DC Superheroes, the Select Sculpt series, like they packed in some Batman figures even into the Select Sculpt series that had limited articulation, and that was 2007, I think.
Yeah. Cave Barian Media, 2000X was the pinnacle of design for MOTU. I mean, it was hard to argue against that, right? I feel like there's just so many. It's the best looks for most of the characters.
It was the point when they differentiated scales of figures, where like the Whiplash was so much chunkier than He-Man or Man-at-Arms, and they went with that design where, rather than having every chest and torso be relatively the same in size, like they went all in and made everything so different in a great scale.
And I mean, I guess it is the 40th anniversary for the line, so there should be a lot next week. However they decide to announce this, for sure. Matt from Gaming, glad to see new Origins. Don't really care about Masterverse. I think people have said. I think I saw Boo Cat say that as well. Just happy that the line keep going for a good while. Agreed. Shanoy, thank you. This Scottish thing is called a sporan. I don't mean to offend any of our viewers in Scotland. I know we have them, so but good to know. Thank you for the clarification. Are they going to be similar to Revelations or Origins, something new? I think it's a bit of everything, Raging Dino. I think what we're seeing here is Masterverse is already branching beyond Revelation in Wave 4 because we're getting those two new Eternia figures, the new Eternia Skeletor and He-Man, and the inclusion of Sunman here, and potentially another new Eternia figure with Beastman, and then whatever this figure is, we'll talk about that last over here in the corner. That it's expanding beyond just Revelation for Masterverse, which they said from the beginning. But yeah, it definitely had the extreme effect on those. Nick goes, 2000X did a good job trying to make bolder designs. To be honest, the new MOTU for kids has done really cool new designs in the same way. True. Yeah, the CGI one, absolutely.
Definitely.
Totally agree. Snell World, still need my Revelations Panther, though. Very true. And thank you for the super chat there, Snell World. There's a lot to come. There's a lot to come for sure. I really want to see more Princess of Power for Origins. True, we've only had the one, right?
Yeah, just She-Ra.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. Stephen, I'm actually Scottish. I'm furious they didn't know what a sporan was. I apologize. I'm from San Diego. I live in Raleigh now. Actually, though, I think I have a lot of Scottish heritage. If that makes you feel any better, maybe it doesn't. Comics is here. Sorry, I'm late. Please start all over again. But anyway, okay. Let's see. We need some master of those new. Well, that's what that was my original guess here for what we think maybe Beastman, Mossman, Evil Seed. I thought it looked like the CGI Beastman, but we'll see. We'll see how that turns out. All right. So we want to move on to this next one here. It's another Origins figure. It's clearly Teela, but I think it's a 2000X Teela. John, what do you think?
Yeah, that sword gives it away.
Yep.
2000X Teela. And it just looks like it's going to be a straight up repaint with the extra sword. I doubt there will be really anything different, that she'll have the much paler sort of outfit.
Do you think they'll do like the pearlescent gold?
Yeah, they could. They might.
I love this figure.
I'm looking at the
her bangs. Her bangs just like little.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Yeah, it's a little. It's a little. Is that hair gel? But
her hair's being blown in two different directions.
Yes. Well, we don't know the weather patterns on Eternia. But you're right. It's the sword. The sword is the giveaway. That is absolutely the 2000X Teela sword.
Yeah. And unless it's something drastic paint wise, I just think it's going to be Teela painted in 2000X colors with the sword, and it's an easy production for Mattel.
Ricardo, what do you think of saying Mini Comics Blonde Teela? That could be it too.
Yep, definitely.
Would you rather have a 2000X Teela or a blonde Teela?
Probably the blonde Teela.
I think so too.
Because the 2000X Teela version of a on Origins is is basically just Teela with a 2000X sword.
Yeah,
because it doesn't look like anything else is changing. Blonde hair I think that would make a huge difference.
Yep. So exactly. Boot Cat. Why not both? Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Ooh, Smedberg, good call here. It looks like she has the snake armor. Like, could it be because wasn't the snake Snake Man season 3? It wasn't. She have lizard Teela?
Yeah, there was a snake Teela.
Yeah, snake Teela.
That could be 2, definitely. And they just gave her the 2000X sword.
Yep. So that'd be cool. Yeah, snake Teela. Snake Teela would be great.
That would be a shame getting our first snake figure for Origins is Snake Teela.
That's true.
Are you kidding me? Who turned into a snake? Wasn't King Hiss, right? Because he's not around.
Right? Yeah. You're right. Like Snake Teela would be difficult since we haven't. We wouldn't have any other ones to go. But
maybe that's King Hiss back there, and that's a little snake poking out.
Oh my gosh! All right. Blonde Teela probably coming. I missed it. It jumped. Chat jumped. Oh yeah, Blonde Teela probably going to come with the BBTS Zor 2-pack. That would be great. So it's not just another repainted one. That Zor pack that's going to be coming out. 2000X long hair, says Redneck person. Snake Teela, but no Snake Man yet. Table flip. Battleground Teela or Snake Teela. Again, it's a shame because a Snake Teela would be fun. But you're right. Like we'd need to have a snake. We'd need to have Snake Men before that.
Yeah.
But all right. Let's keep moving on here. This one is tougher. Other than knowing for sure it's a Masterverse figure. At first, I thought, well, is it Man at Arms? That head kind of looks like a big head for Man at Arms. But then it has the fur boots, which Manny Faces. Manny Faces didn't have that. And there's like a little sword or something.
Yeah. You don't have a better guess?
It's not Jitsu?
Yeah, it is.
You think it's Jitsu for sure?
Yeah. Because the classics Jitsu, he came with those two sickles that plug into his back that hang sort of downwards.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I'm guessing is hanging.
Gotcha.
They hang like plugging upside down on the armor.
Okay. Good call. I suppose it just throwing me off. Like the head looks so weird in the shadow. It just threw me off. But that makes sense. Boots with the fur. But yeah, I guess a Masterverse Jitsu. Gosh, are we excited for a Masterverse Jitsu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we have Fisto.
That's true.
I mean, in my headcanon, they are their arch enemies.
Yes. Yep. An eternal battle between Jitsu and Fisto. All right. So these are the ones that have been teased, John. And apparently maybe we'll get them all unveiled at once, or it'll happen sporadically throughout next week. But do you think this is it? Will there be more? Or are we getting our hopes up?
No, I think there's going to be 2 more origins because they're 4-figure waves, right?
Good point.
So we'll get 2 more origins, or chances are one of them will be from the Sunman series, whether it's Digitino.
Yep.
Or
I think Digitino was the prevailing rumor, right?
Was what?
Digitino was the prevailing rumor of like the next.
Yeah. It'll be him or Sumo.
Yeah.
Or both. And one more Masterverse, because those are also 4-figure waves.
We have Toy Stalker, who is a toy seller, saying there are more. Again, we've seen vendor lists, but what will they show us? Will it be just those vendor lists that we've seen? Or will we go even beyond that? Is this going to be like a true Toy Fair level reveal?
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I really hope so. Because, I mean, it seems like we were getting teased with at least a vehicle, on a regular basis.
Yep.
We haven't seen anything like that lately. Ustrador was the last, and we've seen him, feels like ages ago.
That was PowerCon, right?
Yep. September.
Yeah. Yep.
We haven't seen anything else. So, if I hope, I hope we get a nice big reveal. Plus, I assume they're going to show the 2000X Skeletor.
Yep. That'll be a part of this too, right? If that's the 4, the Teela might be that Zor 2-pack Teela. The He-Man could be paired with the Skeletor, as well as Digitino, and then was it King Randor was the other one in that wave? I think the rumored.
Yeah, that was the rumor.
Yeah. But there's just a lot. We need a lot. So hopefully more. Thankful there is more. But yeah, LT99 asks the great question: how and where will these be announced and or revealed? Maybe they'll leverage Pixel Dan and do a stream with him or something.
Yeah, that's my guess, because he's the one that got the tease first.
And they sent the Toy Shiz as well, a friend of the channel.
Maybe they'll split it up. Maybe, somebody will get Origins and somebody will get Masterverse.
Yep. Either way, they'll leverage, again, Mattel seems to leverage other people as opposed to their own social media, which is fine. Just don't throw copyright strikes on us. but yeah, excited to see what they decide to reveal for sure. Whiplash. Yeah, Whiplash was on the leaked list. Yep.
I can't wait for him.
So it's if it's the leaked list, great, but we want more. We want more, Mattel.
You're never satisfied.
No, we want Smedberg. We want a Snake Mountain. All right, we want the rest of the horde.
We want a Snake Man.
Right. Corey Guns want to see that damn Mantenna we keep seeing on that leaked list. Absolutely. Pixel Dan crossover. Absolutely. Love Pixel Dan. We need to have him on the show at some point in time. Ryan Toll reported.
I was disappointed to see that Ryan was not a part of the Batman show on YHS.
He wasn't? When did that one drop? Did I miss that?
I started watching it this morning.
Oh. Ryan was supposed to come on the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer thing that I did with Forum Hazukas and Craig, but Ryan just bailed, no showed. So clearly Ryan and I's beef.
He said he was not invited?
What? Shenanigans.
Did Craig lose the invitation?
But anyway, Ryan didn't show up to the Obi-Wan Kenobi thing, so the beef is back on. And it's great that you actually mentioned that, John, because I think we've locked in a date, March 20th. Our normal Toy Geeks time slide will actually be, hopefully, the 100th episode of Toy Geeks. Our toy showdown, best toy company of the 90s. Not calling it a debate, but it'll be debated. What between Ryan and I. Maybe we'll try and get some special guests as well. John, I believe you are moderating it with Craig from Yes Have Some. So there will be no biases, or each person will have a rep. But if Ryan wasn't invited to the Batman stream, I don't know, maybe Craig's not a great. Oh my gosh. Anyway, go ahead, John.
Oh, I was going to say, I haven't been able to stop thinking about that movie.
Oh yeah, so
how much I love that movie.
It's so good, isn't it?
Oh man, I haven't been getting able to get it out of my head.
Well, I'm glad got to see it this week, because when you said you didn't know when you were going to see it, I was like, cannot let this stand.
This will not happen.
Not to my friend. Right, it's not a debate, it's a full-on fight. Hopefully we need to figure out maybe to meet up beforehand to kind of plan all this out, but it'll be oh man, lifelong toy collector, Biz for the win, hashtag Team Dole. Woo.
Uh-oh, already getting rivalries.
It's happening. People are picking sides. Oh man, this is gonna be intense, like camping. Comics, I think the fact that I was so surprised how good the Batman was, it made me like it. Yeah, exactly. I think you said something similar after the movie, John. I feel like, something along those lines.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think you also said, how much was that Hot Toys Batman again?
Yeah, I think that was the first thing I said afterwards. How much is it Hot Toys Batman? I need that Batman.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, yes. So the reveal for all these, according to Mattel, is going to be next week. So John and I will definitely be covering it. So definitely hit the subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss it. We'll be talking about it here. Join the conversation like you all do such a great job doing every single time we jump on. But really excited. Yes, we've had a lot of leaks, so we may know all of the answers. Yes. But hopefully there's some surprises in there too. I really do hope there's some surprises. There better be some surprises.
Yeah. They can't just show us all these teases
Mhm.
and then leave us with nothing else.
Yep, exactly. Don't worry, no Batman spoilers here. You won't find it. But did with my buddy Ralph, we did a kind of reactions opening weekend to the Batman. So if you haven't seen that yet, it's up on the channel, Screen Geeks episode, where we both talked about our thoughts of the Batman. And maybe I should have invited Ryan to it. I feel bad. I'm just kidding. Anyway, anyhow, that's it. I think that's it, right, John? That's it.
That's it till Sunday.
That's it till Sunday. We'll be back on Sunday. I got some pickups. I finally got some vintage pickups. I'm excited about that. John, do you already have some pickups to be excited about?
I do.
Oh,
I do. Nothing crazy.
Oh, that's what you say, but it'll be like,
I think you know about all of it.
I found a
rocket firing Boba Fett in the trash can outside of Goodwill.
They actually paid me to take it. Oh my God. Anyway, thank you everybody for hanging out with us on a special lunch break edition of Toy Geeks. As always, hit the subscribe button and that bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the live streams that we do on the channel, as well as the uploaded videos that I put up there. Yeah, hit the like button. If you haven't hit it yet, hit that like button. You can vote with your likes. I don't know what the vote will be on this Sundays, but last week's you all voted with your likes to do a live unboxing of these classified series figures. John, I'm in love with this Alley Viper.
Yeah,
I'm in love,
and I gotta get me some Alley Viper.
What's that?
I gotta get me some Alley Viper.
You do. This thing is awesome.
I might bite that eBay bullet.
Don't do that. Just say it'll show up in retail. It has to. All right, everyone. See you Sunday. We'll see you all next time. Hasta luego. And goodbye. Take care, everybody. See you Sunday night.